Hi, I'm William,
And I'm Kat.
and this is a dash of info.
Little things you want to know.
Kat, we touched on this in our Valentine's episode,
Yeah, but let's dig a little deeper into the history of greeting cards.
a dash of info, the history of greeting cards. So they date back to ancient China and Egypt, where the tradition of sending greeting cards began. In ancient China, people exchanged a message of goodwill to celebrate the new year. Also in Egypt, written greetings were sent on papyrus scrolls.
The practice evolved in Europe during the 1400s with Europeans selling and exchanging handmade greeting cards. A significant milestone occurred in 1415 when Charles, Duke of Orleans, sent the first known Valentine's Day message to his wife.
Hmm. Oh, 1415. By 1440, Germans began mass producing greeting cards for Valentine's Day and New Year's Day or New Year's using woodcuts. So basically, they would write their message on the woodcut, stamp it down.
Hmm.
Uh, in Italy, handmade cards, particularly for Valentine's Day, often featured intricate lace and other ornamental work of fine wire, typically gold or silver, that formed into a delicate tracery. I
The
bet those were
popular,
nice.
I bet they were. I was just thinking about what they would look like. I bet that sounds really nice.
I mean, man, I wonder if you could still find some of the. I'm pretty sure you can. I mean, you can find anything these days.
It's got to be in a museum somewhere.
Yeah.
The popularity of greeting cards continues to grow in modern times. By the 1800s, Valentine's Day cards became both popular and affordable. Esther Howland, an American printer and artist, was among the first to publish and sell Valentine's Day cards in the United States during the 1850s.
1850s. Wow,
Craziness.
that is. In the 1930s, color lithograph boosted
Lithography.
lithography. We're going to do a whole thing on that, so I get time to butcher it all over again. Uh, Boosted the greeting card industry. Humorous greeting cards, known as studio cards, gained popularity in the late 1940s and 50s. The rockin' 40s and 50s there.
Ooh. During the 1970s and 1980s, smaller companies like Recycled Paper Greetings and Nobleworks introduced unique, whimsical designs, establishing a market for alternative greeting cards. These alternative greeting cards eventually changed the look of the industry.
Now we're going to shift gears just a little bit and get off track, okay?
Mm.
The largest number of greeting cards ever sent to one person was received by Craig Shergold due to chain letters and emails. Was Craig Shergold. He was born on June 24th, 1979, was a British cancer patient who received an estimated 350 million greeting cards, earning him a place in the Guinness Book of World Records.
That's insane. Like
I,
insanity, insane. Oof.
what do you do with all those cards? You,
I,
yeah,
I can't. I keep cards. Like I keep cards that my grandparents send to me and stuff like that. But there's no way I could keep 300. I'd have to have its own storage building just for cards.
it would definitely have to have its own place for storage.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
So he was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer at the age of 9. His family started a campaign in 1989 to lift his spirits by encouraging people to send him greeting cards. The campaign gained international attention with celebrities like Madonna and Arnold Schwarzenegger participating by 19 participating. By 1991, Shergold had received over 16 million cards, and the total surpassed 33 million the following year. It more than doubled.
So 16 in the first year, then 33 million the following year. I couldn't even imagine the 16 million would have been more than overwhelming.
That's like to so many people.
Yeah. But I mean, it goes to show too, when somebody's asking for something like that, how many people really care and how many people support.
Right. But
Because
it
a
also
lot of
goes to
that,
show like how word did get around back then.
yeah, because that was before the internet.
Mm-hmm.
The internet was born in 1992.
Right.
I,
Right.
I believe so. Anyway, we'll do
Something
something
along
on
those
it.
lines.
Yeah. In 1991, American billionaire John Kalu arranged for Shergold to undergo innovative surgery in the U.S., successfully removing most of the tumor. Despite his recovery, the chain letter for cards continued, reaching 250 million by 1998. That is, oh, and it eventually totaling to 350 million. The Royal Mail assigned a unique postal code to handle the volume of mail, and this also led the family to halt delivery and eventually just moved away.
It started off as such a good thing, such a wholesome story. And then you're like, wow.
And then it just grew and grew and grew. And, I get,
I'm sure as grateful as they were, that's overwhelming
I mean,
for the average person.
for the Royal Mail system to give a house its own postal code
Right.
just to handle the volume of mail that was coming through. I mean, you got to think like there's one carrier delivered just just for this one particular person.
It has to be in like a U-Haul truck, okay?
350 million.
Like
Wow.
one guy got a whole UPS truck worth. Oh my goodness.
Can you
So
imagine when it
Shergold's,
backs up to your door? Like, no, we're not taking that today. I'm sorry. We're refusing the mail today.
but yeah, return to sender.
Yeah. Sorry.
Shergold's story inspired books and films, including the TV movie The Miracle of the Cards. I think I'm going to have to watch that.
Yeah.
His mother, Marion, wrote a memoir about their experience, and Guinness World Records retired the category and requested that people stop sending cards. The Make a Wish Foundation, often mistakenly linked to the campaign, clarified its lack of involvement.
Wow. I want to read the memoir too.
Right.
I bet that would uh be interesting.
Mhm.
Craig Shergold lived a private life and passed away on April 21st, 2020 from COVID-19 related pneumonia. A Craig Song Challenge was launched before his funeral to raise money for charity. This was honoring his remarkable journey from a simple act of kindness to enduring an urban legend. I mean, he endured it for sure.
He did. He did. He survived. He won, and may he rest in peace.
Absolutely.
Greeting cards come in various types, each serving different purposes and occasions. Counter cards are sold individually, unlike box cards.
A standard greeting card is typically printed on high quality paper featuring a decorative cover, a pre-printed message inside, and space for you to write that personal note.
Some may include embellishments like gold leaf, ribbons, or glitter. And the really special ones are the glitter bombs.
Oh yeah,
And,
my wife hates those.
well, you can never get rid of it, okay? You cannot get rid of glitter.
No.
Handmade cards involve a production stage or design element crafted by hand, such as applique, pop ups, or mixed materials. I love pop up cards. Pop up cards are probably my favorite cards.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I love to when I can find a good one for like the grandkids or something other. I'll try to get those and I like the ones that never stop. Like you keep unfolding them.
Oh, I haven't seen those. That sounds awesome, though.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. Photo cards feature a sender's chosen photo, either inserted manually or printed directly on the card, making them popular for holidays and baby announcements. And you can do that most anywhere that has a photo center. You can do that on your home computer and have them sent to your house too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like I say, Google Photos has the option for me to get prints and print books. There's also like free prints and stuff like that.
Canva, you
Right.
can like, you know,
All kinds of things. Personalized cards allow customization with photos, messages, or even recorded personalized messages. For budget conscious consumers, reusable cards have removable pages so they can be used multiple times. I did not know that that's what those were in those cards.
that
I was
would
just like,
be,
okay, like an extra, like, okay, you just didn't, I didn't know you could remove it.
yeah. So Next time you want to give somebody a card, get you one of those and be like, hey, just tear your page out and hand that back to me.
Yeah, re-gift it later. The
Get-
Sisterhood of the Traveling Card.
Yeah, I'll give it to you next year. I'll write you something new in there, okay?
Right.
My electronic cards, or better known as e-cards, are digital greetings sent via email or, messaging apps like WhatsApp, Facebook, with some companies offering animated or video formats, or you can just text uh, a little, what is it called? A
A gift.
GIF? A
Yeah,
GIF. Yeah.
a gift. GIF.
Yeah, I mean, when you look them up, that's what they're called. I don't know.
Yes. A
Because
GIF.
I'm just going to show my
Or
age
a
now.
meme.
Yeah, or a meme.
Quilling cards showcase intricate paper art, often kept as collectibles. Pop-up cards reveal three-dimensional design when opened, inspired by the Japanese art of kirigami. They have moving and singing pop-up cards now.
Yes, I saw those. I saw there's a commercial on TV about one where you can do like butterflies, balloons, bubbles, and stuff like that. Hmm. Yeah, that would be neat. Printable cards we talked about online it lets users print and design at home. Get well cards offer comfort to the sick despite their chronic or terminal illness. Lastly, fabric cards, historically linked to wartime greetings, feature messages written on cloth, adding a unique vintage touch to card giving traditions.
Ooh. According to Hallmark, about 145 million Valentine's Day cards are exchanged in the U.S. each year. This number doesn't include the many kids' Valentines that are exchanged in classrooms.
145 million cards. Hmm.
That's
And
insane.
that is crazy. And for our friends over in Canada, roughly 40 million Valentine's cards are exchanged each year. That just in Canada.
Sorry, excuse me.
No, you're fine.
Um, but both of those together in two different countries still do not equal the same amount that that guy got
No, they don't.
at all. Like,
Wait till you read the next one, and I want you to when we get into the statistic
st-
when we get into how many is given worldwide, what you just going to read it because I done dug a big enough hole over here.
statistics. And listeners are gonna have to excuse me. I'm getting over the flu. Pardon me. Um, so about 1 billion Valentine's Day cards are sent worldwide each year, according to the U.S. Greeting Card Association, which I didn't even know there was a U.S. Greeting Card Association.
But 1 billion cards, so
That's
Craig got
worldwide.
Craig got 350 million.
Right.
Oh man.
And only 1 billion is sent around the world.
Yeah. So he got, a third. Hmm.
Hmm. This makes Valentine's Day the second largest holiday for sending greeting cards after Christmas.
That is that is crazy.
Hmm.
That is crazy. In the US, more than 95% of Valentine's cards are purchased by women. However, men spend more than twice as much money on Valentine's Day than women. Well,
Well,
and if you forget the card or you forget the Valentine's, you're probably going to spend four times as much.
it depends on the kind of lady that you're with.
Yeah.
I bought the Valentines this year, but I don't expect anything in return. We don't usually give gifts, but I wanted to do so for the kids.
Yeah, we
So,
don't either. We usually do for like our like grandkids or our daughter or something other, but nothing,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. So let's recap the types of greeting cards you can send. So you got everyday occasions for birthday cards, thank you cards, anniversary cards, get well cards, and new baby cards.
You got special occasions like wedding cards, graduation cards, and holiday cards. So
Right.
you go ahead.
Other occasions are congratulations cards, sympathy cards, and thinking of you cards.
You have good luck cards, leaving cards, new home cards, new job cards, and new podcast cards.
Yeah, yeah. Ah, cards for everything. Just
Yeah.
send a card. If you're happy and you know it, send a card. Uh,
So in our Valentine's episode, we talked about how Saint Valentine gave a Valentine, love Valentine's. That's how it started. But there's different all around the world. No matter where you go, the idea, no matter what the idea is, it is evolved at different times throughout history in different cultures.
right.
So this is just a different spin on the same idea.
Exactly. So, if you would like to support this podcast,
Click the support link in the show notes.
William and I want to thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you so much for listening.
Join the Facebook group at Info on the Go
Share with us your show ideas.
or ask us a question.
Subscribe and follow us wherever you get your podcast.
Send us a text using the link in the show notes or leave a review.
Or you can email us at,
infoonthegopodcast@gmail.com.
and that is all one word. Till next time.
Stay curious.